Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton are really codependent. They're like two bookends. You stack books on a shelf and you put a bookend on each end. If you remove one of the bookends or the other, the books collapse, and the one you haven't removed also collapses. The negatives of the one and the negatives of the other so match that it's very hard for either to use against the other one the negatives that would win the campaign. Anyone running against Hillary can cite the fact that she's running on somebody else's last name and somebody else's achievements. She wouldn't have been a senator if her husband weren't president. She wouldn't have been a serious candidate for president if she hadn't been a senator. Her appointment as Secretary of State was an effort to unify the party, and it's the Bill Clinton wing of the party, not the Hillary Clinton wing. That's obvious. And obviously, Jeb Bush has benefited from the beginning from the favors and the largesse of both Bush 41 and Bush 43. Anyone running against Clinton or against Bush would highlight that issue. The only one that can't is the other one, Hillary or Bush. Similarly, both have extensive ties to Wall Street. Both are very much in the sights of the kind of critique that Elizabeth Warren is making and that some conservatives are also making. They're very involved with Goldman Sachs. They're very involved with the various Wall Street investment banking houses. They have business interests and involvements with foreign companies and all kinds of conflicts like that. But because they both do, they can't use it against each other as an issue. And most importantly, they're both very old, my age. They're both from the last generation of politicians. And they're very susceptible to an attack from a newer, younger candidate. But they can't attack each other on that grounds because they're both guilty of it. We just went through the Romney primary campaign where Rick Santorum warned that Romney could never use Obamacare against Obama because he was guilty of Romneycare in Massachusetts. And that was a very perceptive critique on Santorum's part, and it ended up being true. Instead of a double-barreled offensive on the economy and jobs and on Obamacare, Romney had to just go with the one barrel of constantly attacking the economy, and that was a much harder case to make stick. In this case, really, Hillary's best chance of winning would be if Jeb Bush is the Republican candidate. And I think that's something we all ought to think about long and hard. Thanks for watching.